Alert, alert, knowledge bomb coming your way. Team, what if I was to tell you that today, if something means something to you, you'll find a way. And if it doesn't mean anything to you, yeah, you'll find an excuse. Welcome to another Psychology Fitness Lab episode with your host, me, David Michael, the founder and head coach at Cliffhanger Academy. Today, team, we got a short one, but oh my gosh, it is a powerful one. This is a freaking knowledge bomb that is going to explode so many things in your life today that you're probably going to be a little bit pissed at me when I lay this one on you and when you try to apply it across your life, particularly your health, your wealth, and your relationships. And what today's theme is, if something means to you, if something means something, wow, I'm so excited I can't even get it out. If it means something to you, you'll find a way. And if it doesn't mean anything to you, you'll find an excuse. If it means something to you, you'll find a way, team. And if it doesn't, you'll find an excuse. Let that settle in just for a minute. Let yourself think, wow, where does that fit into my life? Where in my life am I finding excuses for the things that I know I need to do, that I'm tricking myself and lying to myself that it actually means something to me? It's really that simple, team. If something means something to you, you will find a freaking way come hell or high water. And if it doesn't, you'll simply find an excuse of why you didn't do it. Excuse me. This is where procrastination comes from, team. This is where our lack of integrity comes from. This is where our excuses come from. Why? Because it's so frigging simple. We don't care enough. We don't give a shit enough. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm coming after you because I'm coming after me. This is the thing that I hit myself with too. It's like, why am I not doing this? Why am I not saying this to this person? Why am I not showing up the way I want in my relationship? Why am I not showing up and going to the gym every day? Why am I not shooting more episodes? Why am I not putting this new marketing campaign out there? Why am I not saying this to the person that I love? Because it doesn't mean enough to me. Because if it did, the simple equation is I would make and find a way for that thing to happen. And guess what? If it doesn't, I'll make an excuse. And the thing about excuses is there are tons of them and they always make sense. There's always a rationale for why we can't do something. I don't have enough time. I had other things going on. I forgot. You know, this happened which took priority of it. Someone else's schedule or someone else's need got in the way. But when we look at it, team, and we just boil it down to this simple freaking phrase, that it's like a line. It's a line that a whole book could be written about. Is that if it means something to you, you'll find a way. So if you really want to make time for your partner and you'll put a date in your calendar and you'll block it out just like you would a meeting for someone else. If you want to really spend time with your family and with your kids, you'll put it in your frigging calendar and you'll make a way for that to happen and you won't miss that date. And if it doesn't, you won't. You'll simply say, oh, when it happens, we'll make time for it. Oh, yeah, we'll do it then. And then the time comes and you forget. Or you forget to call that person back that you said you were going to call. You're too tired to go to the gym because you're like, oh, I'm just too tired. And guess what? Yeah, you had a long day. That's your excuse. You did have a long day. You are exhausted, but you don't care enough. You don't care enough about that person in your life to make that time for them. You don't care enough about your health to sit there and make the time for yourself to actually go out and do this and eat right and say no to that friggin' second heaping of ice cream and go to the gym. that thing at work that I know I need to network more. I know I need to go to more networking events. I know I need to put myself out there more. I know I need to send these emails to clients or call these new clients or these new prospects for sales, and you're not doing it, and you procrastinate it, and the to-do list grows longer and longer and longer. And I can tell I'm getting super fucking passionate about this, team. Why? Because this is something that I've had to really reflect in the mirror about myself. Because there were definitely things that I told myself that meaned a lot to me that I wasn't doing. In the beginning of the business, I wasn't sitting down and doing the work that I needed to do. I wasn't dedicating the time that I knew I needed to dedicate to a new business to get it off the ground. There were places in my relationships in the past where I wasn't showing up at the level I needed to, and I know that now. Why? Because I was making excuses, and my excuses were valid at the time, but honestly, those excuses meant nothing if that thing really meant something to me. It just didn't mean enough to me. And that's the thing I want you to think about today, team, is what are the things in your life that you're lying to yourself about that actually means something to you, that you're not taking action in accordance with that meaning? And if you're not taking action, see why you're taking action. Maybe that thing doesn't mean enough to you. Maybe that's not a priority. Team, and that's totally fine. It's totally fine for that not to be a priority. It's totally fine for that not to mean something at the level that, other people are telling you it has to. Because if it doesn't mean anything to you, you're not going to do it. It doesn't care about meaning something to someone else because they're going to do it or they're not going to do it. It's your life. They don't really care that much. So team, I'm getting in your face this today because I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. I want you to use this one knowledge freaking bomb to explode everything out in your life. And look, where in your life are you not showing up with integrity? Are you not giving your word? Are you procrastinating on things you know you need to do? And start questioning why. Is it because this thing actually means something to me? Then if yes, fucking do it. And if no, don't do it and release it. But don't lie to yourself and tell yourself you're going to do it. Or worse, don't tell someone else you're going to do it and then disappoint them as well. Because that comes back to you. Well, team, I want you to let this sink in for a minute. And I'm going to say it one more time. If it means something to you, you'll find a way. If it doesn't, you'll find an excuse. Team, see where in your life you're making excuses for, and do those things really matter to you? And see in your life where you're not making excuses and understand how those things must really matter to you. And make a list. Where's things that really matter? Where's things that don't matter? If things matter to you, start taking action and making time and making a way for them right now. If they don't really matter to you, that's totally fine. Take them off the list. Take them off the to-do list. Tell that person you can't make it to their event. Tell that person that, sorry, I'm not going to be able to do this for you. And own that. Act with integrity, team. You're going to see this have a tremendous change, not only in your relationships with others, but definitely your relationship with yourself. So start practicing it right now. Well, team, that's it from today's Psychology Fitness Lab episode. I hope this was a big one for you. This was a huge one for me. As you can tell, I got really passionate and really vibrant with it. Team, I want you to let us know how these are affecting you. Give us a thumbs up and also subscribe so you don't miss any other Psychology Fitness Lab episodes. Be sure to hit us in the comments below about where this landed for you and what it did for you, and did it resonate with you, and did it upset you? Because honestly, if you're taking this seriously enough, it should upset you a lot. Because there should be things in your life where you're not acting authentically, you're not acting with the kind of character and integrity that you know you need to, and figure out what those things are. Team, also, as always, make sure you DM us if you have any other QCCs, questions, comments, or concerns about things psychology, fitness related that you want to know. Because we're creating this content for you so you can have more explosive growth, training your brain, your body, and your breath in your health, your wealth, and your relationships so you can start living that limitless lifestyle that you love.